All right. So, seems like we only either win when there's like a milestone involved or like a celebration. So, yeah. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Carter Nolan is behind the camera.
Every day.
Every day.
Every video.
Every game.
Well,
every
maybe
video.
Not every day, but pretty much every video.
Well, it's your phone.
Well, yeah, every video.
He is there. What's that thing that Roman Reigns says?
Head of the table.
No, that's who he is. It's like, is it recognize me or something like that?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Believe that.
No. What is this, 2014? No. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Jets defeat the Vancouver Canucks 5-0. Isn't that great?
And that means we are guaranteed to play the Oilers in the playoffs.
Yay.
So,
Woo, woo.
whatever your thoughts are on that.
We'll get there. Honestly,
I want to see us end I want to see us end the season on a high note, though. So, going into playoffs. So.
Are you saying you'd like to win the whole thing, or are you saying that
Well,
like?
no. I'm talking
Because our last game is against Leafs.
Well, I'm just saying is that if we can get a win against the Leafs before going into our series against Edmonton, that would be great.
It's interesting. I feel like a lot of people might be resting that game. If I'm being honest, we could have a Boston-Washington scenario where Boston decided, you know what, you're just playing the Providence Bruins tonight. You're not playing the Boston Bruins. Because honestly, yeah, we could just be like, fuck it, you're playing the Moose. Moose are like the hottest team in the AHL.
And they're not even getting a playoff, so
yeah.
get them at least some NHL
Like,
action.
It's like, you're not injuring any more of our players. You'll play the Moose. Fuck you. Actually, if Frederik Andersen apparently could play that game, which would be amazing, because Frederik Andersen's career has been absolutely decimated single-handedly by the Winnipeg Jets franchise. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. We kicked the shit out of him twice. We forced the game to overtime on the third time, and then he went to the AHL, and then we kicked the shit out of him twice. That man never wants to step foot in this city anymore. Like half of the league, to be fair. Anyway, moving on to this game, though. This lovely, lovely game. So, look at the roster. So, the roster was interesting. First off, Holtby is in net, so that at least means we have like a 50% chance of winning. And Hellebuck is in net, and that means that we are right back to where we are. Brossois, how would you feel about reclaiming your title of the Brossois bench? Thank you. I'm here all week. Did I say week? I meant season. Inspiring. He knows his place. Anyway, moving on. So, a lot of Canucks are out. Pretty much everyone who I said in the last video is out. The Jets have moved the lines around, mostly defensively, but also Tony Nato, is it? I think that's how you say it. I don't know why he's in, I'm gonna be honest here. Like, why was this the Rock? Yeah, it was, so the normal 2018 first line is out first. Then Kopp, Dubois, Perreault. Stastny's on the third line with Lowry and Appleton, which I still don't understand, but whatever. Tony Nato, Thompson and Lewis are fourth line. And then the pairs are Morrissey DeMello, okay. Forbert, Pionk, okay, so they're back. At least, if you gotta have Forbert up there, at least put him with the guy he's used to. And then Stanley Benn. I like this pair. It's two guys that can be physical if they have to be. Which means also scratched are Harkins, Heinola, Niku, Comrie. I'm gonna say it. There's a bit of a short leash on Ville Heinola on that one, but that's okay. You know what? Get more guys in there. So, and it's obviously Paul Stastny's 1,000th game. Congrats, buddy. That's good. So this is something I need to say though. The first line that they started this game was, I think, Paul Maurice's wet dream. No, because we talk about him loving veteran leadership. This is true. Stastny was centering Thompson and Wheeler for the opening draw. This is real life. What? Now, they didn't keep those lines. I think it was a symbolic gesture. But that being said, if we had got scored on while we were doing a symbolic gesture, I would have fucking hated you. So, anyway, yeah, hot start. We were buzzing right out of the gate, though. Holtby has to make a huge save on Stastny and then Lowry. And then, not long into the period, Kyle Connor 5-hole on the breakaway. 1-0 Jets reaction here. Oh! That away! Woo! Alrighty, okay. There you go. There's not much to say. They shot the puck. And it's great, honestly. It's just really good. Yeah, so then Kyle Connor will make it 1-0, and then we will take a 2-minute man on the ice penalty, which is just the worst way to celebrate a goal, isn't it? Aw, that's a damn shame. But anyway, even while shorthanded, we were pressuring the Canucks. Like, we were pressuring them to take turnovers, which is nice. I don't think it's a strategy you can get away with other teams. Like, if you tried that against the Leafs would be like, ha! Thanks. We'll now score on your 3 defenders because you tried pressuring us, you fucking idiot. But yeah, it is what works when it can. McEwen gets called on a tripping. Yeah, it's a trip. A lot of good chances, just buzzing. Horvat almost gets a skate in the face, which is terrifying because that shit's bad. Like, that's scary. You don't want to see it to anyone else. Alton on a breakaway gets stopped. Wheels, I forget. I don't even remember what he took a penalty for, but I think it was tripping. I could be wrong, honestly. I wasn't looking at the time. Yeah, so we'll be shorthanded. It was a solid period, though. It was a solid period. It was a good kill. Now, going into the second period, good kill. Then Wheels on a beautiful deke. Like, beautiful deke. Like, he had all the space. Doesn't pass it over, which is key because we do that way too often. Wheels on a beautiful deke. Make it 2-0 reaction. Here! Right there. Oh! Oh! Oh, look! He didn't pass! He didn't pass! Oh, man! Lordy, lordy, lordy. Yeah, don't pass that. Take it yourself, my guy. Yep. Now, I'm dumb, okay? I'm really dumb. I'll explain why. Grayovac, that's his name. Every time I hear it, I think of Grayback. That's what I hear. And it's, like, completely different. Like, to the point where I was thinking of, like, theoretical titles. And I like doing this where I put puns in. Like, if you've taken the time to look through any of our videos. So I was just like, yeah, Fenrir Grayback. Fenrir Grayovac technically still works, I'm just saying. But, like, it is what it is. Oh, I have to do hella Buckbeak sometime. Right. Keep missing that.
Ideas.
Well, the thing is, no, okay. The thing is, though, is I didn't want to do it here because I already had the Geratron 5000 parody of the StastnyTron 1000. Yeah. I needed that, and it was his 1000th game. That's the perfect opportunity to use it. So fuck you, I'm using it. Thank God we didn't lose. But yeah, no, we were buzzing, just buzzing. It just felt really confident, honestly. Like, it looked like an entirely different team, which is interesting because we were playing an entirely not good team. No offense, Canucks fans, but we both know that your team is not where it needs to be if you wanted to be a playoff team this year. And that's not really your own fault. A lot of injuries and such that has happened to you.
And they lost a lot of guys.
And a lot of bad timing, a rough schedule. But anyway, yeah, and then Shipley deflects a Wheeler blast from the high slot, which would also be Ben's first point, so that's nice. Make it 3-0 reaction here. Yeah! Woo! Out of way! Something's happening, and I don't know what it is. Hell yeah.
Something that's been really standing out is
Like, high.
getting to the slot, drawing that defensive set from your opponent downward. That gives that time and space up.
Nice deflection. Good, just an organic way. Look what happens when you shoot low. Look, he shot low, deflection. Easy peasy. Forward gets shaken up on a hit from Miller later in the period. This was actually a charging. They miss it. That's okay. It's a charging because he leaves his feet to make the hit. And Forward, I think, was he had like a nosebleed, busted up a little bit. He's fine. He seemed okay. It was a lot more relaxing though after, honestly, to end the third period. And then Miller takes a tripping penalty on Tony Nato, tomato. For a power play. We'd start in the power play, wouldn't score. Alton has had chances all game. He just couldn't cash in on one of them. So, it's something where it's like, yeah, you'd like to cash in on one of them. That being said, he's a third line player, so he has to make them pretty organically though. Forward gets a chance, deflects the crossbar, deflects and hits the crossbar. Don't fool around with the shutout. We did this a couple times, like where there was actually like some prime scoring chances. Don't fuck around with it, please, especially in the third period where you are tantalizingly close to getting the shutout. Like, don't do that. No. And then Wheels just on a tip-in rush, 4-0 Jets lead. Reaction here. Yeah! Woo! Wow! Okay. Wow! Unbelievable. I'm just surprised and happy that they actually connected on that. How the fuck did that go in the net? Yeah, that's great. Oh, sorry, did you blink? 'Cause guess what? It's Appleton's turn. I'm a dumbass. I said it would have been nice if he would have scored a bunch. And then he did. We leave it in. Wow. 5-0 reaction here. Yeah! Woo!
Just a matter of time, didn't you hear? There's been a lot of puck speed here in Mason.
I have no idea what's happening. Somebody told me that because they were telling me about the charts, how Wheeler has a lot of red on his charts. And I was saying their charts are resembling Steiner math. So I sent them this. And as I was looking for it, I sent this. I'll tell Carter to put in Steiner math so you guys can tell. It's an amazing clip. Yeah. And now that we've done that, if anyone's was listening to what I was saying, now we're just going to do a little taste of what I was talking about. Carter, play the footage.
3 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning.
Now that the more you know, or the more that people around you don't know, the more the merrier in that. Yeah. And PLD stands up Grayevac. Ooh, that's a tough name. There's just vowels next to each other. You don't like to see A and O next to each other. It's just like, O-A I can do, but A-O, And then they both get roughing, and then Hellebuck stops Miller. So then, yay! Hellebunker go, yay! Yeah. Honestly, and I'm sorry if I seem really monotone this time. But what do you want to say? You beat one of the lower teams in the division 5-0 after going 1-9 in your last 10. Would you like a fucking medal for that? I'm really happy, and they actually look like the old Jets in this game, but just win again and I will trust you with this, because the last time I gave you I gave you all my confidence, I give you this this trust. You fucking threw it away. I made sure to throw that thing carefully. As you can see, the Hellebunker, just like Connor Hellebuck, has gone through a bit of shit.
He's gotten some repairs.
Yeah. Just like our team. But yeah, no, it was good. Mike Ward for the worst Jet. Well, it's tough. It is tough. I think I gotta give it to PLD because, dude, you gotta do something. You have to do something. We traded away our highest ever draft pick in franchise history for you. And we also traded away a guy who would then get more points than both you and the guy we traded away. Like, you are third in a 3-horse race right now. That's a dire fucking situation, PLD. You have less points than Laine, you got less points than fucking Roslovic. Find something. I know you're a good player, but you're not acting like one. Every time you have, like, so far what you've done is you've shown a somewhat physical game that also can come off as pissy at times. Like, really though, like, he'll push someone and then he won't accept the fight. Like, are you a playmaker? Get points. Be more, like, just do something. I want to like you. I want to sing your praises. I've named fucking 2 videos after you, and so far, last I checked, those are like the only 2 games where you had the biggest impact. Imagine what I could do with a third.
What was that? That was the...
Just do something.
Do double in St. Paul? Right?
No. Because his name is Pierre-Luc. No, it's do double and,
Or no, that was
and
Paul
it was
Stastny.
PLDOT. That was the other one.
Sorry, I was thinking of
Both those
Paul
videos did
Stastny.
pretty well. Go check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, just, I want to see more, honestly. Just more. Like, don't be limited. I don't want to see another Kevin Hayes. I'll put it this way. That's the way I'll put it. Kevin Hayes looks pretty solid on the Flyers. He fucking didn't hear, though, did he? He had 1 good shift. 1 goal where he scored a great goal against Jordan Binnington in Game 5. And then he accidentally stopped himself from us scoring a goal later in that game. And then we lost that game. Don't become the next Kevin Hayes. Be the next Paul Stastny. 3 stars. So, honorable mention will be Paul Stastny. His 1,000th game, he looked like he was really trying hard. The bounces just weren't going his way, but, you know, he looked good. 3rd star. Tough. Neil Pionk, underrated defensive game. He's a very quiet hitter, I will say. You don't really hear too much about him, given his size and stature. But he does throw the occasional hit, and he does try to be physical when he can. And when he can be physical and not result in fucking injury, that's good. Because honestly, looking at this team, the thing that separates us from reaching potential of our 2018 run, in my mind, is not necessarily, don't just say team toughness, physicality, hitters. Because that's too much of a blanket statement. And people just think then you need a fucking goon squad. You don't. You really don't. You just need guys that can stand up for the rest of your teammates. That's not having an enforcer. That's having a physical presence where teams need to have that more in the back of their head when they're coming in to check you. Toronto has that. And Toronto uses it to an annoying degree, because if you even touch someone on Toronto, Wayne Simmons would like to know your location, which is kind of bullshit, but like, it is what it is. Like, if we had Buff, I'd want that too. But yeah, second would be Kyle Connor. He's got a 2-game goal streak, and for him that's good. And picking when to choose, like when he chooses to shoot the puck and also pass the puck is good for him. And first star is Blake Wheeler by a fucking quarter mile. Because who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I don't know you. I haven't seen you for years. Who the fuck are you? Fucking 4-point night. Who the fuck do you think you are? And could you show up more often? Thank you. Like, fuck. That was his best game of the year. And it was officially a nothing game. Do that more often, please. Yeah, no, like there's not much, and maybe you could think like, well, Zach, aren't you so happy we won 5-0? We won 4-0 against Calgary, and then we lost 2 straight, or at least one the next game. We lost to we lost 2 straight. Yeah, fucking Ottawa and Vancouver. Like, you can't have that now. You are on the cusp of playoff hockey. Losing streaks end your fucking seasons. That's it. So yeah, no. Thank you for watching, by the way. Again, can't thank you guys enough for getting us past 400. Our next goal would be 450 or 500, one of the two. Maybe we could hope to achieve it by the end of the month, because we know a lot more people watch with playoff hockey coming up, so maybe we could hope by 450 by the end of the month. Also, don't forget to check out Prairie Puck Podcast. It is on Spotify. First episode is on Peg City Hockey. Second episode drops on Friday on Hot Garbage Sports. Go follow both of those accounts while you're at it. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, because it really does help, especially with the algorithms and such. And we just really appreciate it. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts on this game, this video, all of it. Our skits, we enjoy making those. Oh, Carter does a great job at editing those. Fun. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Let's win again.